Hi, good morning. Shadows of the Dark Lord. As you and your friends prepare for a night of magical fun, you detect a cloud of unease spreading throughout the castle. With a bit of investigation and a dash of quick wit, you piece together the mystery that's putting all your professors on edge. Face your fears and complete this quest to receive a whatever the hell. This is the year 3 TLSQ. Back in year 3, the only reason there was any Voldemort at all was because it was, for some reason, MC's Bogart. If you want to create a time-limited side quest which is putting stress on the fact that Voldemort is back, you know what quest it should have been? It should have been a year 8 quest. Yes, it should have been a Beyond Hogwarts quest. We've already come into Harry's timeline. We know Voldemort's going to become an issue near immediately. Quirrell's already here. Why is this a year 3 quest? What makes me mad about this TLSQ, it could have genuinely been interesting if it was made for Beyond Hogwarts. Because then we could actually do an investigation into Harry's timeline. If we had waited a few more months and allowed Beyond Hogwarts to go a little further to the point where Harry has started Hogwarts, and now we are in that timeline where Harry is already in Hogwarts and we're living our lives, and then we hear about those rumors like there was someone drinking unicorn blood or there is something weird about Quirrell. If we waited for like that point to reach, that was the wrong English, but if we waited and got to that point before this TLSQ came out, this TLSQ would have been genuinely interesting because we are MC. We would probably have investigated like what happened. There's another kid in danger again. Yeah, it's Harry Potter, but Harry Potter's still a kid. And why did this happen? And is Voldemort actually back? Like, we could genuinely investigate that and it would at least make a little bit of sense. I am already thinking that I think the rating for this quest is going to be in the negatives for me. Also, you guys need to start telling me when TLSQs come out. But in my defense, we just got a TLSQ 2 weeks ago, the apparition quest. I didn't think we'd be getting a TLSQ already. Oh, and by the way, for this TLSQ, we will be going back to the child model because this is technically a memory. So I had to dress Sarahi like this. Let me just say that seeing tall Sarahi in this dress is very weird. So let's just start the quest as soon as possible because that's weird. Oh my god, Sarahi's gotten small again. This looks so weird now. Hold on. Let me open the... Oh my god, she looks so teeny weeny now. This isn't right, man. Oh man. I mean, I love small cute Barnaby, but I prefer the adult one at this point. I think he's been playing with Fang for a while and he's now tired. Yes, right, just give me a moment to catch my breath. I've been racing Fang. He's faster than he looks. He looks like he's still down to race, honestly. I hope Hagrid needs some help for those gnomes. There are a few things I love more than a proper denoming. Oh, you enjoy denoming, good for you. Oh my god, we're starting this quest as a oh my god, this quest is just every quest. I really feel like celebrating today. Perhaps it's the beautiful weather. This quest is just going to be every useless quest ever. Hi Hagrid, oh my god, it's so weird. This is weird, seeing Sarahi teeny weeny again. There you are, Sarahi, it's good to see her alright. Of course I am, Hagrid, why wouldn't I be? Oh, it's nothing to worry about, I'm sure. I'm just glad you and your friends could meet me. I was helping set up the Hogsmeade Carnival all day and I came home to find the garden infested. Thought you could help me with the pesky gnomes. Gnomes good to stay together during times like these. I'm happy to help, but what do you mean times like these? Is something wrong? The fact that they're worried about Voldemort in year 3 makes no sense. If this was Harry's first year and we were still an adult and we just stopped by to help Hagrid with denoming, that would make 10 times more sense. Even in 1991, this would make no sense. At least not before September 1991. What am I talking about? Oh, of course not. Best is just forget I said anything so we can get to work before these... Hagrid, sorry, I'm angry and so I'm gonna cry. Come on Hagrid, you're clearly hiding something. Whatever it is, you can tell me. I can't get anything past you, can I? The truth is, you may be right, but it's not my secret to tell. So there is a secret. I know it. I had to let you down and I'd tell you if I could. Just know you'll be safe if you all stick together and everything will get sorted in time, I hope. It's too beautiful a day to spend worrying, so let's have some fun and get these gnomes out of my garden. I would rather be doing anything else. Honestly, I have half a mind to just close down Hogwarts Mystery right now and just open Pokemon. I love denoming as much as anyone, but Hagrid's acting a bit odd, I think. He did say a few strange things. I knew he was hiding something, so I pushed him on it and he said it wasn't his secret to tell. Then whatever it is, it must be big. And so we are going to annoy everyone until we get it. Perhaps if we talk to him a bit while we work, he'll get comfortable enough to share a few details. There is no way, no matter how much we talk to Hagrid, he's not going to tell us children, by the way, about a notorious visiting villain. What would you even classify Voldemort as? I don't care. Oh yeah, no, his classification is Malevolent Dark Lord. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cute. Everyone's helping out with the knee-gnoming. Barnaby's also hurling one. And Tulip hit it. Hey, oh my god. We did this with Sky last, I remember. I don't remember that well. Brilliant. Me garden's all cleared up and having a bit of fun with you is exactly what I needed. I feel great. Now that we've had a bit of fun, I'll be honest and admit I was a bit out of sorts when you arrived. When dark forces are about, it's important to find a bit of light, and you've helped me do just that. Thank you. Did you say dark forces? I shouldn't have said that. Exactly, this is why you don't say things, Hagrid. I knew you were hiding something. If dark forces are about, you've got to tell us which and what we can do. Okay, if this is year 3, you are 13-year-olds. Let it go. Who am I kidding? I dress Sarai like a 7th year. Fine, you're 18. 17. I really don't mean to alarm you, Sarai. Honestly, I got a bit too comfortable and I overspoke. Forgive the ramblings of your gamekeeper and just keep your friends close. I'm sure you'll be fine. Now hurry along and find some way to enjoy this beautiful day together. The trailer showed that we were having some sort of like fun fire pit thing on the banks of the Black Lake. It was cute, but again, if that is all they have to show for a whole TLSQ, then I'm sure the TLSQ is nonsense. Actually, working in the garden gave me an idea for how to do just that, Hagrid. You're gonna... What are you gonna suggest? A cookout in the banks of the Black Lake or something? Now that we're done, everyone here can meet me in the Great Hall. I'll tell you all my perfect plan. Oh my god, Penny, whenever you do this... Every time it's Penny who does this. I still can't believe that we had to wait for Barnaby to graduate before he got casuals. Hi everyone, thanks for meeting me here. Hagrid was in a curious mood when we helped him in his garden, but I have been thinking about what he said. He wouldn't say exactly what was going on, but he did say it was an important time to keep our friends close. So I've come up with the perfect plan for how to do just that. What do you have in mind, Penny? What convoluted idea are you going to tell us this time, which definitely isn't just a camping trip on the Black Lake? We only have so many warm days left before the season changes, and we'll all soon be focused on our studies. So I thought we'd take advantage of this last bit of nice weather with our very own Hogwarts camping trip. What did I tell you, people? I watched the trailer, I knew. That's quite an idea, Penny. I'm surprised you haven't thought of it before. Yeah, because it's kind of boring. I've always wanted to enjoy a camping trip on Hogwarts grounds. Camping is the best. We'll get to spend time with friends, reconnect with nature, and eat delicious food cooked on an open fire. Didn't we do this in the salamander quest where Barnaby had a salamander make the hot cocoa on the banks of the Black Lake? I did play that quest. It was adorable and I am so sorry I didn't make a video on it. I severely regret my decision. It all sounds so fun. I can't decide what I'm more excited for. What sounds most exciting to you, Sarahi? Food. Just give me all the food. The delicious food you mentioned sounds quite good. I can't wait to find out what's on the menu. I just ate dinner and I'm already hungry again. I'm going to find myself some chocolate. On second thought, I am too lazy. You're right. There's nothing like fresh bangers cooked over an open flame. Camping food is the best food. Whatever you say, Bob. To make sure you fully enjoy our camping trip, it needs to be carefully planned. I wish people my age put in as much careful planning into trips as much as I do or the characters in this video game do. Because normally the reason I can't go anywhere is because my friends straight up just don't make plans. They just kind of call each other randomly and say, hey, you wanna go do thing? And while other people can function that way, just doing things unplanned, that's not how I function. So let's go over everything we need and then we can pack it all up and head out to the great outdoors, which is just the Black Lake. Alright, we've made a good list of everything we'll need for the perfect camping trip. First, we need to choose the perfect place to camp, somewhere exciting and peaceful away from the castle of the Black Lake. I already saw the trailer. You and I can handle that part. We'll consult a map of the grounds and pick the perfect spot. Great, if we're doing that, we need someone else to get food. Barnaby can do that, he loves the food. As you know, the food is the most exciting part of all of this to me, so we'd better get something delicious and better get a lot of it. To feed for us, we need a lot of food. Perhaps we'd better send Barnaby, he can carry the most. What I said. Yeah, my boy! Brilliant, that last leaves shelter. We need a good sized tent to fit all 4 of us. I remember Tulip saying that she knows where to get a tent. Tulip said she might have a lead on the perfect tent, so perhaps she can be in charge of finding our shelter. Brilliant, then I think that's everything. This is a year 3 TLSQ. I suppose it makes sense that Tulip and Barnaby are in there. They were our year 3 friends. Tulip and Barnaby were the friends introduced in year 7. Marula is in the background yelling at a Ravenclaw for some reason. And so it makes sense that Tulip and Barnaby are the forefront of this quest. It's just, why is this quest Dark Lord themed? Yes, I know there was Dark Lord in year 3. That was just because it was MC's Bogart. So this is just basically an addition to what happened in year 3. Barnaby will get the food, Tulip will get the tent, you and I will pick the very best place to set up camp. Perfect. Now let's head to the library and consult a map to the ground. Every single time we go to the library in every single quest, I am so tempted to skip the library part completely, but I can't. I already skipped so much in videos. Once you pick the ideal campsite, you'll be ready to head out for a beautiful night under the stars. Okay, so how many parts of this quest are we going to spend on this wild goose chase? There's an odd change in the charge in the air, don't you think? Wonder if a Thunderbird's nearby. Well, technically there is. Tempest, my Thunderbird. It's rare that I'm glad to see the library filled with students. It isn't safe for the books, but at least it's safe for you. Huh. This does not make sense in year 3. I'm going to keep reiterating that. Is it just beyond that Professor Snape looked a bit sweaty in class today? He would panic, but Hi Sarai, I've been studying the maps and I'm close to finding the perfect campsite. Only... What is it, Penny? It's just the more I think about what Hagrid said, or didn't say rather, the more I'm starting to worry. I know he told us to try and enjoy the weather together and I want to do that. But if there really are dark forces about, like Hagrid said, we could be in danger. What do you think? Is it reasonable for me to feel worried or am I overthinking it? Okay, it's reasonable. Fine, be nice about it. It's reasonable to feel worried. Penny, Hagrid has said some alarming things which don't make sense in this timeline. I'm so mad. But he also said we'll be safe as long as he's still together and I plan on making sure that happens. In the meantime, we'll keep our ears to the ground. If you hear anything else strange, we'll handle it together. Thanks, Rai, and thanks for being honest. You're a good friend. It always feels better to acknowledge the truth rather than pretending everything's fine. Penny, that is the hypocritical coming from you because you do the same thing, especially in year 6. Yes, I know Beatrice was being too mean, but also Penny, you were kind of ignoring her issues. The truth is, camping might be just the thing to get me out of my head. Then we'd better do what we came here to do and pick the perfect spot for our campsite. Can we fast forward to the point where you pick the Black Lake? I've been considering everything we wanted for our campsite. Peaceful, exciting, away from the castle. Looking at these maps, there's one location that has all 3 features, the lakeshore. I know you and Beatrice had an unpleasant encounter there, but I doubt we'll see any dark wizards this time. Is it because of that one time Beatrice was floating in the water and we thought she drowned? So this is canonically taking place after year 6 right now because Penny is acknowledging that the whole thing with Beatrice happened. Oh right, no, this is wait! No, we Kazuhiro Shiratori! We did see Shiratori. Shiratori did attack us on the lake shore in year 6. That was before Rowan died. I remember now. We were there with Beatrice because Beatrice insisted on following us. And yes, later Beatrice was found in the water. I am digging up so many memories right now. That's a brilliant idea, Penny. The lakeshore would make a great campsite. Perfect, then we're all done here. Good. Does that mean I don't have to do an energy section? Let's check in with the others and if they're ready, we can head out for a brilliant night under the stars. Hi. I'm sure I didn't just hear something about the 2 of you going camping. You mustn't. Students should remain inside the castle, especially at night. Something tells me we're going to ignore that. What do you mean, Madam Pince? We haven't heard any kind of official announcement. What's going on? Listen to me very closely, both of you. What I'm about to say is of utmost importance and I'm going to spend 3 hours saying that. Okay, now finish this conversation that I'm pretty sure will be ignored because we will be going to the lakeshore. I trust you'll heed my warning. Now that you've heard it, stick to your dorms for now, especially at night. It's not my place to spread rumors and gossip, but trust me when I say you don't want to get involved. Well, that was certainly odd, but we will ignore that warning and go to the lakeshore anyway. It seems you were right when you said it was reasonable to be worried. Even Madam Pin says, for something that doesn't involve books. You're right, Penny. We still don't know what it is, but we've seen too much to just ignore it at this point. Then why did we go to the lakeshore? Perhaps the best thing to do is we gather the others and find out if they have heard anything as well. Good point. They've been all around the castle looking for food and shelter by now. Exactly. If they've heard or seen anything, we might be able to put it all together and get to the bottom of this. And then go to the lakeshore anyway. Then I'll send word for them to meet us back in the Great Hall. Once we all talk, we may finally know the truth. Let's be real, we're gonna go anyway. I hope someone heard something so we can get to the bottom of all this. Yeah. I might have eaten a bit of the food. Yeah, I know. I understand. I kind of expected that. I might have eaten a bit of the food you said me to get, but there's still plenty left. I understand. Who is this? Random NPC. Everyone's been acting strange around the castle lately. Surely you've noticed it. Yep, fortunately, yes. Hi! You guys heard something? Yeah, I'll hear something. Hi everyone. Where did my mouse go? Oh, there it is. Hi everyone. Thanks for meeting us on such short notice. Of course, I was just about to send word when I heard from Penny. I went to the kitchen and got the finest bangers on offer to roast on our camping trip. What the hell is a banger? All I can think of is the dirty word. Which banger is one that you eat? Oh, banger is slang for sausages. That makes sense. Thank God I know that now. Okay, so you went and got sausages. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Thank you. And I've got good news as well. I found the perfect tent for a night under the stars. I'm assuming you guys heard nothing sus. It's light and it looks small, but when you step inside, it's like a world of its own. It's perfect. I love this feature of the Visiting World. The tents are a whole home inside. You don't need to buy a home in the Visiting World. If you have a tent, you can set up an extension charm inside it, and then that is your home. It's great. That's wonderful to hear, but there's something else you wanted to talk with you both about first. I can't read. Yes, Penny and I just came from the library where we received a very strange warning from Madam Pins. She wouldn't go into details, but she advised us to stick to our dorm rooms for now. The definition of for now is not clear. We asked why, but she would say it's only better to read about some things than to experience them firsthand. To be honest, I agree with her. We've been trying to make sense of it, but we have no idea. And we wondered if you two had seen or heard anything strange during your search of the castle. Why am I doing this so much? It's probably to stay energetic, I don't know. Come to think of it, Pitts was acting a bit strange when I talked with him in the kitchens. And Pitts let you take sausages. Anyway, he would only give me the bankards if I promised I was stocking up reserves, so I didn't have to leave my dorm. Okay, that's funny. He wouldn't say why though. Perhaps he thought I was staying for some kind of banger eating conversation. No, Barnaby, I think Peeves just knows you have a huge appetite. That is curious. What about you, Tulip? Actually, I did overhear Professor McGonagall saying something a bit strange in the corridor on my way here. She told Professor Snape to meet her in her classroom later for an important meeting about student safety. I didn't think much of it at the time though. They're always going on about safety this and safety that. I wonder if it has anything to do with Madam Pince's warning or what Hagrid said in his garden. Yes, I thought it was reasonable for us to worry before. Looking at all of this together, I'd say it's certain. Something is clearly going on and we're gonna go to the lake shore anyway because that's what we saw in the trailer. The only problem is, despite all we've seen and heard, we still don't know what it is because we are children. I hate to admit it, but I think I have a guess. And if I'm right, it doesn't bode well for our camping trip. I also have a guess, but given the look in your eyes, I guess mine is different than yours. He has a good idea. You two can guess all you like, but it's perfectly clear to me what's going on. It's no big mystery, really. Oh, everyone has a guess. If you all have theories, let's hear them. Together we can figure out what's got our professors on edge. Which means energy section for 8 hours. I would like to know why this random NPC just kind of walked in here. My theory is, we're all just confused. It happens to me all the time. Truer words have never been said. I am constantly confused, Barnaby. How do you live like this? I am in a constant panic. Alright, I understand all of your theories now. Penny thinks there is dangerous threat to the school and the professors are trying to keep us from panicking. But Tulip thinks it's likely the professors are preparing for a dance or a surprise party of some kind. I wish we got something as good as the Celestial Ball, but that's a time long past. Perhaps there's nothing going on at all and we're all just a bit confused. I love that one. You would be surprised how often that happens to me. I understand so well, Bub. But what do you think, Sai? One of us is surely right, but which one? I hate to say it. It's you, Penny. And I really hate to say it because I'm bored of Penny. Based on what I've heard, I think you're right, Penny. There seems to be concern to start to school. I really wanted to say Barnaby, but let's be real here. It's Penny, right? What it is exactly we can't be sure yet, but it seems to have all the teachers on edge. I knew you would agree with me, Sarahi. I am so sorry, Barnaby. As much as I hate to admit it, it seems clear to me that we could all be in considerable danger. But if there was truly imminent danger, the professors would tell us. Actually, the professors don't want to tell you about danger until it's right on top of your head. So, no. Whatever this is, the teachers seem to think they can sort it out on their own without involving us. That is true. That's because they're adults. So it can't be that bad. I say we leave it to them as they seem to wish and you can go enjoy a camping trip. Okay, she has a point and it's a very funny one. I'd feel a lot better if we knew for certain that we weren't in danger before we made any plans to sleep outside. Alright, fine, let's find out for certain. How do you propose to do that, Tulip? We can eavesdrop on conversations between Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall. In the conversation about student safety is related to all of this, they're sure to reveal what's going on. I'm not a huge fan of eavesdropping, but it would be good to know if the camping trip is a bad idea. Piece of advice, camp somewhere near the castle. Maybe just camp in the courtyard. You can still toast your glizzies there. Let's send 2 people though, since there's no room for misinterpretation. Alright, Tulip and I will go listen in just to see if we can hear anything definitive. Then we'll report back. Brilliant. They said they were going to meet in the translation classroom soon, so we better hurry. Go. If we get there first, we can find a place to hide before they arrive. I have an invisibility blanket. Guys, you need to learn the disillusionment charm. Do they not teach that to kids anymore? A bit of eavesdropping leads to you making a startling discovery. As the clues come together, a quick visit with a friend in the hospital wing will finally be enough for you to crack the case. I think that friend is Ben. I think I saw that in the data mine. I am not sure. Hi, Tulip. Brilliant. It seems we've arrived before Professor Snape and McGonagall. The coast is clear. You're sure they're gonna meet here? Yes, I overheard Professor Snape say he wanted to talk with McGonagall about student safety. She told him to meet her here so they could talk in private. And we're about to make it anything but private. All we have to do is hide. We are sure to learn the truth behind all the strange things you've heard so far. And let's hurry up and find a hiding spot before they arrive. Where you guys gonna hide? Perhaps Professor McGonagall's desk would work. Let's start it after hide is both and we'll easily be near shot of the conversation. Under the desk? Brilliant, let's hide quick. I think I hear them coming. How you guys gonna... Okay. Oh my god. You guys are terrible at hiding. Terrible. This is embarrassing. That was a complete nonsense conversation. We got nothing out of that. Guys, they're not even out of the room yet. Did you hear that, Tulip? Professor Snape seems to think something quite dark is coming. He said rumors are often harbingers of hard truths and that we may all be in serious danger. Yes, Professor McGonagall said the rumors might not even be true. You heard it yourself. She told Professor Snape to carry on as if things were normal, so it's best if we do the same. In fact, based on what she said, I don't think we should assume there's any danger at all. I really don't care, so I'm just gonna say it. Yes, it did sound that way, but still, it was clear that Professor Snape didn't agree. I wonder why that is. Professor Snape takes everything too seriously, you know that. Yeah. It could still be a surprise party for all we know. Lucky for all of us, I have a brilliant plan to keep us safe on our camping trip no matter what. You do. Yes, hear me out. There's a powerful variation of the seal charm called Protego Maxima. If we learn that spell and cast it on our campsite, we'll be safe from any trouble that might wander our way. If it's so powerful, it's likely a complicated spell. How do you know it already? Quite complicated, but luckily we got the best charms Professor Hogwarts has ever seen. Professor Flitwick is always eager to teach us new charms, and we can just straight up tell him that we just want to be safe for whatever danger it is, so we can't just learn Protego Maxima and we just manipulate him into teaching us. That's sad. With this tutelage and your skill, we'll be casting Protego Maxima in our campsite at no time. I suppose we could learn a powerful enough protective spell, we'd be quite safe outdoors. It could be enough to keep any potential danger at bay, which might also put Penny's worries at ease. Let's do it. Brilliant, I'll track down Professor Flitwick, and after a quick transition, we'll be ready to camp. I'm noticing a pattern, and I can't believe I haven't noticed it before, but it needs to be said. Every TLSQ is like this. We start a TLSQ, the plot starts, the problem starts, we go to Flitwick to learn a new spell, we use that new spell, the problem is solved, and then we continue on like happy-go-lucky. Oh, Professor Flitwick is practicing dueling. Take that! Like that! Excuse me, Professor Flitwick, I hope you're not interrupting. We were just discussing the spell Protego Maxima and we thought it might be a very useful spell to learn. You've always been so willing to help us learn outside of class, we wondered if you might teach it to us. Protego Maxima is a very powerful charm indeed. It is the strongest version of the shield charm that exists. I'm delighted to taking such an interest in charms and I'd be happy to teach you the spell someday. But I'm afraid I need to focus on my dueling skills for now. Let's talk again another time. Alright, but if you don't mind me asking, sir, why are you so focused on dueling skills right now? Is there a competition coming up? Not exactly. I wish I could discuss it with you, but I'm afraid I can't. Surely you can accept that. Okay. Of course I accept that, sir. You're only trying to do what's best for us and for the school. Okay, so how are we gonna convince him to teach us Protomo Maxima like right now? Thank you. You have always been understanding and respectful student. No, MC is the complete opposite of that. And to be honest, all the secrecy worries me a bit. Your heart's always in the right place, as you just proved. Perhaps I can trust you enough to reveal just a bit. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you enough to help you keep yourself safe until all of this is settled. Are you going to teach us Maxima or not? Okay, here's my theory on what I think happened. Merula saw something that she thought was a Dark Lord, she reported it, and now all the teachers are in a panic. That's what I think happened. So all the teachers are worried because of a disturbing sighting reported by a fellow student. Precisely, since the report came in, there have been some truly unsettling rumors. We'll have to excuse our secrecy, but it's hard to know what to believe right now. It could be nothing. However, if the rumors are true, I haven't been able to put to the test like this since the first visiting war. You fought in the first visiting war? Stupid question. You fought in the first visiting war, sir? Oh. Like many of your other professors, I had to fulfill my professorial duties while the war raged on. But there were many challenges along the way, and we all had to be operating at the peak of our powers. Oh. We never knew what dark surprises the day might hold, and a single errant one stroke could have meant my end. Oh my. Don't worry, MC. You're gonna see another visiting war in like 7 years. Yes, but that was a long time ago and I've grown quite comfortable teaching lately. Which is precisely why I need to practice. I must make sure my skills are in top shape again, just in case. That's why you stay inside and keep your friends close. Let the teachers handle this. And no Maxima. Blimey, I can't believe that's all he's gonna tell us. It's only bits and pieces. It was more than anyone else has been willing to say to him. But you're right, there were certainly holes in the story. What's all this got to do with the first visiting war? I simply couldn't fathom. I just want to go camping, but instead of chasing whispers and secrets all over the castle, we could still camp inside the castle, you know. We could make a box fort or a blanket fort. Sure, we won't be able to roast glizzies, but we can get roasted glizzies from the kitchen and just eat them in a blanket fort in the artifact room. That would be just as fun, honestly. Perhaps we should talk to another teacher. I am so sick of talking to teachers. Can we get on with the quest? Based on what we've heard so far, I think the other teachers are going to be equally tight-lipped. Surely someone is willing to tell us something. Come to think of it, there is someone who might be able to help us. When we were in his garden, Hagrid seemed eager to discuss something, but he kept stopping himself. I pushed him at the time, and he did admit there was a secret that wasn't his to tell. Perhaps now that we know most of the story, he'd be willing to confirm or deny the last few details. God! Of course, Hagrid would be happy to fill in the remaining holes, given what we already know. It'd be a far cry from somebody telling us the secret outright. Alright, I don't suppose it could hurt to ask. He may even be relieved at the chance to talk about it. I'll go now and talk to Hagrid, then Enoch will soon understand what's got everyone sour sorts. Okay. Guys, we could just make a blanket fort. I would like a blanket fort. Or a pillow fort. One of those forts. It's kind of hard to entertain myself while this quest is going on. It's kind of boring. Hi Hagrid, thanks for meeting me. A lot has happened since we last saw each other in your garden. I hope everything's alright, Sir Ahib. To be honest, my friends and I have received a series of strange warnings from several faculty members. I was hoping you could help me make sense of it all. I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about. Cut the crap, Hagrid, you already know. It's alright, Hagrid, I'm not asking you to break any promises. But all the secrecy is leading to a lot of confusion and all my friends aren't sure what to believe. I see. We know a student saw something that's got everyone on edge, but you don't know where it was. As a result, Penny thinks we're all in danger. Barnaby thinks we're all just confused, nothing is going on. And Donut thinks the teachers are planning some kind of surprise party for us. Is it any of those three? At this point, I agree with Penny, but you can see how confusing it's become for everyone. Whoa! Donut thinks it's a surprise party? Believe me, if the rumors are true, there won't be any parties for a long time. In fact, we might be facing some of the darkest days since when, Hagrid? Well, since the darkest days I've ever seen. I can't make any promise and tell you everything, but I can at least tell you which of your theories is the closest. Somehow, even after all these warnings, we went on that camping trip anyway. I see, so Penny was right, we are in danger. You have personal history with whatever it is. It's only rumors at this point, but the possibility scares me enough to take the rumors seriously. We're trying to keep things quiet because we don't know anything for certain, but we don't want to cause a panic. I do hate hiding things from Mr. I. You aren't mad at me, are you? Of course not. We love you, Hagrid. I'm just bored of this question in general. Of course not, Hagrid. You don't want to spread rumors before you know the truth. I understand. Exactly. I'm so happy to see you're not upset with me. We want to keep the students safe, which means keeping things quiet until we know what we're dealing with. I hate to see any more students wind up in the hospital wing. Alright, Ben. Hospital wing? Who's in the hospital wing, Hagrid? That's not my story to tell, Sarahi. That matters between Professor Dumbledore and Mr. Copper, I'm afraid. Mr. Copper, do you need Ben? Ben's in the hospital wing? But what happened? I should not have said that. Thanks for talking with me, Hagrid, but I've got to hurry now and check on Ben. I just hope he's alright. What happened? Ghost stories. There's a ghost knocking on my door. Hold on. Whee! Oh, hospital wing locked. What the hell happened to you? What the hell happened to her? Who would have thought that regrowing bones could be so painful? Okay, oh god. So sorry, sweetie. Back, you fiends! Sorry. You? Always nice to have visitors, even if they're not from you. Oh my. Of course, the Hufflepuff is happy-go-lucky. Hi Ben, are you alright? I'm fine, just a little shook up. You have a bandage around your head and there's a big bloody spot on it. You are clearly very badly injured. I didn't think anyone knew I was here. Well, Hagrid may have accidentally told me. Hagrid told me, but he wouldn't say what happened. It's all quite confusing. We've been getting strange warnings from the teachers. Now I'm you here. Can you tell me what's going on, man? I suppose I could, but there's no point. You won't believe me. Plus, it's better if I keep it to myself. No, this is sweet, Ben. No, we believe you. Oh, acha, the option is... No. Reassuring option. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Okay? I love you anyway. You're one of my besties. Thank you, Sarahi. Where's the full stop? But it's not that I don't want to. It's that it was terrifying. Honestly, I've been trembling since I woke up. But I should have known you'd make me feel better. Oh, I love you, Ben. But seriously, how did your head get injured? I'm worried. I'm just here for you, Ben. Whatever you need. I'm not the coward I once was. But even so, this was one of the most frightening things I've ever seen. I'll tell you what I saw and perhaps then you'll know why everyone's so worried. Yay! Ben gives us answers! Ben, MVP of this quest. Probably he will move things along. Alright, long story short. Ben saw you know who. Yeah, we know. Blimey, Ben, do you mean to tell me you saw... Quiet, don't say his name. That's why I stopped. I was circling the lakeshore, following a beautiful group of glowbugs. I heard it on the lakeshore specifically. Oh, didn't even notice that. I heard a strange sound in the dark, so I went to investigate, and there he was. Are we sure it's not a boggart? Or is someone in a costume? Because otherwise there is no way he's back before 1991. He had the hood of his robe pulled over his face, but there was no doubt in my mind. It was him. Did he attack you? How did you wind up here? Brave as I am, even I'm not daft enough to take on you know who on my own. I ran from the castle as fast as I could. I must have tripped on a rock or something. I just know I went down and when I woke up I was here. That's why you hurt your head, man. You must have hit your head hard. I'm so worried about his head right now. Not because of the you know who thing, but because there's a bleeding bandage there. That's quite a story, man. Whoa. Does that mean you believe me? I mean, dude, I believe you, but I really don't. But that's because I, as a player, know that this is not true. Sarahi does not. So yes, I do believe you. Of course, Ben, you saw what you saw. Thanks for saying that, Sarahi. It means a lot. Did you tell Dumbledore all of this? Oh, so it wasn't Marula, it was Ben. Yes, he came to see me immediately. He's been quite supportive and helpful. But while you believe me, I got the impression that Dumbledore's not so certain. I understand the feeling though. I wish it wasn't true myself. But whatever the truth may be, just promise you'll stay away from the lakeshore until we know more. And we went there anyway. The lakeshore! That reminds me, our friends may still be planning to go there. Okay, hear me out. What if Marula put on the costume and is just freaking everyone out? Marula became Pumpkin Johnny that one point. I wouldn't put it past her. I hope you feel better soon, Ben. I've got to hurry and tell Penny, Tulip and Barnaby what you saw, so that they don't go there. That was only the second part of this TLSQ. It's been an hour. In the light of Ben's news, you and your friends vote on whether not to cancel your camping trip. However, things don't go exactly as planned because we just wanna go. We could eat glizzies instead of pillow fort. Why are we still going? I just come from sparring and we're separating in the dueling club. He's magnificent. Oh, good for you. I'm glad you had fun. We'd better get this camping trip going. I'm not sure how long these bangers will last or he's gonna eat all of them. Guys, we can just eat him in a pillow fort at this point. I hope you brought us all here because you're ready to go camping. It's about time. Sorry guys, we can't go. Ben made me promise not to go to the lakeshore and I kinda just want to do this for him. Hi everyone, thanks for meeting me. There's something you all need to know. However, it's important we keep this between us for now. You don't want to cause a panic. Oh no, we're all in danger, I knew it. Penny, calm down. Slow down, Penny, she hasn't said anything yet. The truth is, I've just come from visiting Ben in the hospital wing and I've heard some alarming news. According to him, he woke up there after encountering you know who by the lakeshore. I love how casually we're putting this out there. Oh no, it can't be. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, Penny. It's just that me as a player, I know it's not true. Ben said he had a cold report over his face, but he's quite certain it was him. It wasn't. Josh, I like Ben as much as anyone, but he's no Harry Potter. I will no longer rate this question the negatives. I can say that much. Oh boy, I can't help but think about the fact that you people all made fun of me for not noticing that Harry walked by just behind Salari and I didn't notice because I was so focused on what Penny was saying and my inability to read. If Ben really encountered you know who, there's no way he'd survive to tell the story. Ben's changed. He's too eager to prove himself. His new taste for danger clouds his judgment. I know he's stupid, but not that stupid. At least not after Ron's death. Even so, I believe him, Tulip, and I told him as such. He's very confident in what he's got. If there's even a chance you know he's out there, perhaps it's best if we cancel the camping trip. Thank you. Cancel camping? Absolutely not. Ben didn't even see his face. There's no way. He would know for sure. Tulip, can we just do this for Ben's sake, please? Even Professor McGonagall said the story might not be true. I'm entertaining myself by basically just spinning around like this. That's true, there have always been rumors of you-know-who's return, but I never believed them before. I don't even remember how you-know-who returned. Like, he was basically leeching off Quirrell's body, and then like at some point in the Goblet of Fire, there was like stuff put in a cauldron, and then you-know-who was reborn again. It was all convoluted, and I completely lost the plot of Harry Potter at that point, and I stopped watching the movies because I was completely lost. Anyway, I want to be safe, but perhaps you have a point to live. I just don't know. It's hard. It's so hard to know what to think. Hey, guys, let's do a thing. Make a goddamn pillow fort. That will be way more fun and warmer. Cozy pillow and blanket fort. Then let's talk it through together and waste too much time on energy section. After that, we'll put it to a vote. Should we cancel the trip or go through it? And I genuinely think that Barnaby would know best on this topic because he has actually met you-know-who. He has told us this back in year 3 when we drank Butterbeer with him for the first time. Alright, everyone's had a chance to say their piece. Time to put it to a vote. What do you say, Penny? Honestly, I still think we should cancel the trip. It's better to be safe than sorry. And I say there's no sense in cancelling trip based on rumors. There's too much uncertainty around the sighting. We can't let fear of you-know-who run our lives. See, when the Dark Lord is involved, we kind of have to let it. That's what the whole Visiting War was about. Alright, there's one for cancelling and one against. What about you, Barnaby? Have you made up your mind? My body wants to be brave, my brain won't fall in line. Whenever I try to have a thought, you-know-who pops into my head and the thought runs off screaming. But I do trust you, Sly. Whatever you think is best, count me in. I think I'll go for cancelling then realistically. That means Sly Silvers is the deciding vote. So what do you say? Should we cancel the camping trip or not? I say cancel. Because I agree with Penny on this. I err on the side of caution. I'm okay with not going camping and we could still make a pillow fort, guys. Given all we've heard, I think we should cancel the trip. We could literally do this later. I'm so happy to hear you say that. I knew you'd make a smart choice. So that settles it. We're cancelling the trip. We're not doing this right now. But I know you really wanted to go to Tulip. Are you sure you're gonna be alright? I was looking forward to it, but if you all want to cancel, I'm not gonna force you to go. Don't worry, we'll get a chance to camp just to all this settled. In the meantime, guys, let's just get those glazes and like build a pillow fort. We can be inside the castle, we can still have fun. The only difference is the absence of fire. We'll play it safe here in the castle and keep your eyes open for anything strange. I'll keep our eyes open. I'm sure we'll have the answers to all of our questions soon. Yeah, so we're not doing the trip right now. Hurry to the lakeshore, there's no time to lose. Guys, we were not supposed to go to the lakeshore. What are y'all doing? I put it very clearly that we should cancel the trip. That was 2 votes for cancelling and 1 vote for not. Because Barnaby couldn't decide. Barnaby didn't make a single decision in that exchange. He just said, oh, I'll do what you want to do. He's a simp. I kid. We love him. We love Barnaby in this household. This is the exact opposite of what I said. This is what I mean by the fact that our choices make literally no difference. Even in Hogwarts Legacy, it makes at least a little bit of a difference. A little bit. Significant enough to where you would notice. Here, it makes 0 difference. This is specifically what we were not supposed to do. There you are, Sarahi. I'm sorry I didn't have time to explain before, but we had to come quickly. I came as fast as I could. What's going on? What does it look like? I'm going camping. I got my tent set up. I got fire going. It's perfect. Tulip broke the pact. Tulip, you had one job. When we found out Barnaby and I chased after her, we couldn't convince her to come back, so we called you. Tulip, we wanted to cancel the camping trip. It is too dangerous. Let us go back and just make a pillow fort. For you all perhaps. You can stay in the castle if you like. I'll be out here enjoying my fire. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to live in fear of you-know-who like my parents did. It's not for me. You're gonna die, Tulip. Please don't kill off Tulip. I mean it. Do not kill anyone else. We've had enough with Rohan. No. Jamsi, do not kill anyone else. There's going to be plenty of canon deaths in the future that we'll have to take, like Toms and Fred and Cedric. Don't kill anyone else. No. I'm going to savor this beautiful night while I still can. Hush, Tulip won't react when the second visiting war eventually starts. Tulip, I know you're brave, but this isn't some unruly room in Hagrid's garden. This is, this is as dangerous as it gets. But we don't know that for certain. Ben saw a person in a hood by the lake. It could have been a shadow. I don't see how Ben could be certain it was, When you know who is near, you know it. Trust me. Yeah, like I said, Barnaby knows this better than anyone. Listen to Barnaby, Tulip. He's the only one here who's actually seen, No way. Tell her, Barnaby, perhaps she'll understand why she needs to pack all this and come back to safety. Alright, I'll tell you about the night I saw you-know-who. That night changed my life forever. He has told us about this in year 3 when we met him for the first time, like I said earlier. I heard him in the other room and I started trembling. That never happens to me. Did he talk to you at all? No, I think Barnaby was in his room. And while he was in his room, who also drowned his niece, which was very traumatic for him. Ever since I saw him, I made a point of getting as strong as possible. Your father said that. I'm not scared. I'm just cold. Tulip, can you get inside now? It was only a brief interaction, but it stuck with me. My parents were Death Eaters, so meeting him was a big moment for them. Being around whose world feels much darker. I knew we shouldn't have come out here. I know. I'm not even joking here. Barnaby knows more about this, and we should listen to him on this one. I saw him, and that once was enough. It felt like he was everywhere after that. I know I keep reiterating the fact that Barnaby knows the most about this, but it's because that most of the time Jam City portrays him a complete moron. So when there is something that I know that Barnaby knows the most about, for example, a magical creature, or unfortunately he has had traumatic experiences with his parents being Death Eaters and meeting Voldemort. Yes, I like the fact that there are things he knows about that he can seriously explain. I've never totally shaken the fear I felt the night I saw you-know-who. He knows. My father had him over here and introduced me to him. Then he drowned our niece. That is one of the reasons we really need to have Voldemort killed. It's for Barnaby's Sneasel. The son of a bee sting killed Barnaby's Sneasel, and therefore he must die. I can't wait for Harry to kill him. That's for Barnaby's Sneasel, son of a bee sting. In all seriousness, I'm glad Barnaby is talking about this, even though realistically, this is not something I would force him to talk about. But he's okay with explaining it to Tulip so she knows what danger she is in and that she should take this seriously. Because Tulip is not taking this seriously, but Barnaby is our friend and he knows. He knows that even a rumor like this should be taken seriously because you just know Voldemort's there. I suppose it makes a bit of sense that this is an year 3 quest because Barnaby does indeed tell us this at the 3 broomsticks. That's a chilling story, Barnaby. I didn't realize that night made such a lasting impression. Yes, you-know-who was right there. I could feel a sense of overwhelming darkness in the room. All my life I've been trying to get rid of that feeling, trying to stop feeling so vulnerable and unprepared. I shudder to think of how he will feel when it actually happens. I do feel a bit better after talking about it though. Thanks for listening. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for telling us. You really didn't have to. See, this is why I wanted to cancel the camping trip too. We don't fully understand what we're up against. Exactly, we need to leave right now. Get a hold of yourself, Penny. It's only a story. Let's try to be rational. Okay, Barnaby told you his whole experience and you're still... After what Barnaby just said, fear seems like the only rational response. And I thought camping would be fun, but it's starting to feel like you're all ganging up on me. I love you, Dula, but I gotta side with Penny here. I'm taking Barnaby seriously on this one. Penny's right though. We're talking about frightening things. It's only natural to feel afraid. This isn't some spooky campfire story. I mean, we as players know it won't happen, but as they're kids, they don't know. If rationality is what you want, what's more rational than a vote? We voted to cancel this trip. So come back with us. Even if you're not afraid, it's better to be safe than sorry. Thanks, Rai. That means a lot. If I'm going to miss a night of fun with my friends, it will take a lot more than a few scary stories. Guys, what did we say? Okay, maybe I should put the earphones back on. Danger music has started. Crack. Someone's coming. I heard something. Oh, let's hope it's a cat or something right now. I don't see anyone. I heard something too. So did I. That was certainly a crack. But why did the dueling music start? Voldemort can't actually be here. It's literally not possible. It's not 1991 yet. That's certainly Voldemort's model, honestly. It was used in the Bogart. Run. Wait, Barnaby, what are you doing? Why do you run towards it? Go, hurry! That was definitely Voldemort's model though. Yay, game crash, yeah, of course. Someone needs to explain to me why Barnaby ran towards the source of the danger. Why does Barnaby do these things? Why does he keep doing this? He did it in the Beyond Hogwarts trailer. He constantly did this back at Hogwarts. Have you two seen Barnaby? There's no time to waste. We need to find him and get back to the castle. That sound back at our campsite? It was him. I looked into the shadows and I saw he who must not be named. MC should know. It was MC's Bogart. He looked just like Ben said, and I could feel that was him. We have to hurry to safety before he finds us. Where did Barnaby go? Also, there's no way it was actually him. No, listen. The shadows played tricks on you. You didn't see what you think you saw. You're mistaken, Sly Silvers. No, I'm certain. Let the kid panic right now. I'm certain. It was dark, but not too dark to not recognize you know who. I know. That was my Bogart. I don't know as much as Barnaby, but I do know. Alright, fine, but if what you're saying is true, we're dealing with something quite strange. Because I stuck around and I saw something completely different. You all ran, but I stayed and I saw who started us. It wasn't you know who. What? I know it was something much more terrifying, at least to me. That was a freaking Bogart, yaar. Guys, I'm beginning to think it was just a Bogart. I think Barnaby saw a clown. Why did he run towards it? And Penny saw a werewolf. It was completely different to Tulip. It was a Bogart. This is an year 3 quest. It has to be a Bogart. Creek. Oh no, it found us. Guys, I think that might just be Barnaby. Yeah. Hi, Bob. Barnaby, you're alright. Okay, yeah, I think it was just a Bogart. I'm so glad you're alright. Me too, I got confused when you told me to run, so instead of running from the noise, I kind of ran after it. That was a Bogart! Yeah, this TLSQ is just an extension of what happened in year 3. That was just a Bogart. Barnaby ran after a clown. And of course MC saw you know who. That's MC's Bogart for reasons I don't know. And Ben would obviously be afraid of the idea of a wizard that kills all the Muggleborns. So it makes sense that Ben saw it too. I chased that clown through the woods for a long time before I realized I was wrong. That was just a Bogart. That wasn't him. Oh boy. Hold on. When you say clown, you mean a metaphorical clown, right? No, I meant a terrifyingly jolly, face painted into an unrelenting smile, Pennywise looking clown. Alright, now I'm officially confused. None of this makes any sense. Guys, y'all just saw a Bogart. It seems we've all seen something completely different, so perhaps we'd start by getting our story straight. Penny saw a werewolf, Tulip saw Marula, Barnaby saw a clown, I saw Voldemort. Let's all say what we saw and when we saw it. Once we have details, perhaps a pattern will emerge. Okay, so the only reason the Dark Lord thing gained rumors is because multiple people have that as their Bogart. So Ben saw, you know who in a Bogart form, told Dumbledore and everybody just assumed it was Voldemort back. I chased the clown to the edge of the forest before I realized what it was. It was just a Bogart. Why did we know ridiculous? I don't know what I expected. I certainly didn't expect to see Marula. What were we panicking for? I mean, I suppose let them panic. They're kids, they don't know. But still, I thought we were all chasing it, but then I realized I was alone with a clown. Oh, I forget who I brought with me to the library back in year 3. I think I brought Rowan with me. I don't remember very well. But I remember when everyone announced their greatest fear. It was so funny when Barnaby announced clowns. And Tulip was like, clowns? Because we actually turned Voldemort Bogart into a clown. And he hated the clown. Clowns? I just turned her Bogart into clowns. And he was like, I can't be the only one who thought that you know who looked more terrifying with the clown face painted on. That was the funniest thing. Oh boy, year 3 was so good. Barnaby was such a good character back in year 3. Oh, I missed that time. Alright, I think I've got it. We heard a noise. I looked up and saw you know who. Then we all ran except Tulip. When she was alone, Tulip saw Marula in the shadows, so she ran after us to tell it was only her. When Penny had something coming, she looked back and saw a werewolf staring at her from behind Tulip. And I didn't see anything, not for a long time. I just ran into the dark and chased after the noise in the shadows. I nearly ran it out of the forest, then I caught up with it. That's when I finally saw it was a clown. And from what you're all saying, yeah, it seems like it must have been some kind of shape-shifting clown. Or perhaps it was only a clown when you were alone with it, Barnaby. Just like it was only you-know-who when I was looking at it. And it was a werewolf when I was the only one looking at it. Precisely. Given such specific sightings at such specific times, I think I know what we're dealing with. It's a freaking boggart. We know from our first visit to Jacob's room, Tulip. You know who is my boggart. That's right, and that's around the same time we learned Marula is mine. You probably all guessed by now that werewolves are mine. Blimey, then we must be dealing with some sort of clown-shaped boggart. Barnaby, your boggart was straight up a clown. I think it's just a regular boggart, Barnaby. Yours just turned into a clown. That makes a bit more sense. Clowns are my boggart after all. Dreadful things, really. So that explains it. Pen's boggart must be you-know-who as well. That makes sense. You-know-who is one of the most common boggarts in the Wizarding world. Jesus Christ. That explains the stories swirling around the castle. And why I was the only one among us who saw and felt the presence of you-know-who at the campsite. It was never you-know-who at all. It was a boggart all along. Phew. That's just more preferable than it being you-know-who. That's true, but boggarts are still quite dangerous. They're not really that dangerous. They just kind of freak you out. Like for us, we no longer have to worry about it. We know ridiculous. I chased it to the edge of the forest and saw it vanish into Hogsmeade with my very own eyes. We're totally safe. Oh no. That's not quite the reaction I was expecting. That's not the reaction I was expecting either. What happened? If just a boggart into Hogsmeade, it means we're safe, but the unsuspecting villagers aren't. It's a freaking boggart. It's not gonna hurt anyone. If there's about to be a boggart loose in Hogsmeade, it could be all kinds of havoc. Could it? Could it though? We'd better hurry there and deal with it before it terrifies the whole village. Fine. Not so fast, Rahi. Boggarts are certainly less dangerous than you-know-who, but they're not easily dispatched. Guys. We know ridiculous. We all know ridiculous. There's only one spell that will successfully banish a boggart. Ridiculous. We need to know it perfectly. We know ridiculous. Get on with it. You're right, Penny. If we're gonna face a boggart in Hogsmeade, we need to make sure. Masters of ridiculous. Go talk to Flitwick. I'm going to waste my time talking to Flitwick and you already know how to cast ridiculous. Good God. Let's head back to our campsite and review the spell. I'm ready to banish the boggart for good. Hurry up! I'm legitimately tired of just sitting here. I wonder if I can play this game standing up. Alright everyone, it's now or never, so we gotta be quick. The boggart was last seen entering Hogsmeade, which means we only have a short time to review ridiculous. If we encounter the boggart as you-know-who, it won't be as powerful, but it will still be formidable. Right, so we should review our defensive spells as well. Let's split into groups and save time. Yeah, even if you have a boggart turn into, even though it's just a boggart, it can still attack you like the person it turns into. So if the boggart turns into you-know-who, that means it will attack as you-know. We have fought a you-know-who boggart in the boggart world. We did do that back in year 3. Back when I still used to put on a purple shirt and pants. Okay, so I'll study ridiculous with Penny, Barnaby and Tulip practice their defenses. As soon as we're all comfortable with our spells, we'll track the boggart down and banish it for good. But I'm just gonna turn it into a clown. Bugs, go away. And Barnaby's gonna be terrified. I don't like this quest because I think that's nonsense and honestly an unnecessary addition to what also already happened in year 3. But I gotta say, I got genuinely scared when I saw the you-know-who, even though I did assume it was a boggart. Okay, I guess I'll bump up this TLSQ's rating to 4 out of 10. Like, it was unnecessary, had no reason to exist, takes an ungodly amount of energy. Jesus Christ, I'm almost finished with energy again. But even though this quest is boring, I'm basically entertaining myself by just doing random things and saying random stuff. I don't know, final rating will be decided later. I think I got ridiculous down and I'm sorry to hear so worried, Penny. It's just, we've never confronted a boggart beyond the castle walls. It won't be easy and we won't be safe. We'll be alone with a boggart. The idea of going up against our worst fears on our own frightens me. What about you? Are you scared? Yeah, I mean it's a boggart. Of course I'm scared. It's gonna be a challenge, but we'll be together. And when others are in danger, we don't always have the luxury of being afraid. We have to act. You're right, Sarai. If you want to help more of the people of Hogsmeade, you have to help the people of Hogsmeade and face our fear. So basically you're gonna do the same thing that, Ciara did with the troll. You are underqualified to fight a troll, but you're gonna do it anyway. But before we go, show me your one moments for ridiculous. I want to make sure they're just right. Alright, watch carefully. I'll probably have to do the thing. Yeah, Ridiculous! This class is ridiculous. This game is ridiculous. This game is ridiculous and I am bored. Please do something interesting. There, how did I do? Absolutely perfect. Okay, let's go to Hogsmeade so we can end this quest. Please. This room is growing very hot and I want to turn the AC on. When you find the boggart, you'll just need to focus in those exact moments and say the incantation. Do all that and the boggart doesn't stand a chance. We'll probably have to do the boggart first. And let's get the others and head to Hogsmeade. It's time to banish a boggart. Woo! I probably should have done that. There are people sleeping. And we still need to do the last part of this quest, man. That's another 4 tasks. You rush to Hogsmeade to find the boggart, leading to an important decisive moment. What? But can you catch the boggart in time and save the Hogsmeade Carnival? When does the Hogsmeade Carnival come from? There is no carnival going on right now. Hi ma'am, what did you see? Did you hear about the trouble in the 3 broomsticks? The 3 broomsticks specifically? Hello? Can you put me into the direction of the festival grounds? I'm trying to find the Hogsmeade Carnival. Okay, so no one here has actually seen anything. Looking into chat? I've got nothing but time. I'm sure. What do we do? What are we doing? Why is Penny in her robes? Alright friends, we've been preparing for this all night and that body boggart and banish it for good. Don't see any signs of it though. People seem calm. There is no trouble. Me neither, but Barnaby's sweat disappeared at the village, so it must be here somewhere. It's in the 3 broomsticks. Let's just go. Let's ask around. I'm sure someone saw something that could help us find the boggart before it's too late. Jesus Christ, how many more tasks are there? I am so bored. You guys ever wonder how Sirona would interact with Rakepick if she was still running the 3 broomsticks today? Wow, I wish we could have seen Sirona interact with Rakepick. Or she would have put her in the dirt just like she put Rookwood in the dirt. That would have been so entertaining. Random thoughts while I'm bored, people. I'm listening to music in my brain. I didn't see any boggart, but I got 2 leads from the villagers as to where it might be. There was a disturbance at the 3 broomsticks earlier and people heard raised voices in Zonkos. One of those things has got to be the boggart. I think it's the 3 broomsticks because Zonkos is a prank shop and they will constantly be screaming in there. Exactly, we should search both locations immediately. If there's a boggart, we need to find it before it gets away. If we split into groups of 2, we can search both locations at the same time. I'll investigate one location with Barnaby. Yes, I get Barnaby! Penny and Tulip can search the other. That way, each group will have a person who reviewed defensive spells in it and one who reviewed ridiculous. Brilliant, now we just need to decide who goes here. What do you think, Slary? I got the 3 broomsticks. I don't want to go to Zonkos. Barnaby and I will go to the 3 broomsticks. I've got a feeling we'll find the boggart there. That's what I was hoping you'd say. I've been meaning to grab some sugar pills from Zonkos. She's gonna do errands at this time. In the meantime, Tulip and I will go to Zonkos and you go to the 3 broomsticks. Then good luck to all of us and let's go. Hopefully the next time we see each other, we'll be celebrating our victory with a butterbeer. 3 broomsticks looks perfectly alright. I'm only just settling my nerves, don't bother me. Oh, did people already come across the boggart? I'm sorry, I have no time to talk, it's been quite a day. Okay. Dementors? I haven't had a laugh like that in ages. Okay, I'm not sure if there was anything in here. The villagers said there was a disturbance here earlier. Keep your eyes peeled for anything bogarty. Well, if I see you know who or Barnaby sees the clown, we'll know. Things look fairly calm now. I don't see any boggarts, but I do see Lucius Malfoy. He looks rather displeased. Why? If he's been there long, he should know if there was a disturbance recently. We could ask literally anyone else. We should question him immediately. Follow me. I hate the fact that Dempsey has no brain cells. Excuse us, Mr. Malfoy, but we need a moment of your time that you'll probably have to argue with you for you to give. God damn it, your time isn't even worth mine. What do you want? You just need to answer a few questions before something terrible happens. Energy section. Have fun. Good luck getting any help from Lucius Malfoy. That's what I've been saying. Maybe I should have just gone to Zonkos. My word, that is far too many questions for me to answer over tea. However, I suppose I do like to give young Slytherins a leg up when I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, Barnaby advantage. Okay. Good on you to mention that your friend here is a Slytherin. He's very much Slytherin type. I'll answer whatever questions, but only one. You must leave me be. This may sound odd, but have you seen any boggarts around here? No, you're all cracked today. Someone was just here ranting about a Dementor and a at the Hogsmeade Carnival. Carnival? Alright, fair enough. It's Tosh. Everyone knows Dementors don't leave Azkaban without good reason. I highly doubt one decided to entertain itself by running amok on festival grounds. Now I've answered all your questions. I've done my charity work for the day. Leave me be. Look, if someone saw a Dementor and you can still accept that the Dementors don't leave Azkaban, then that's clearly a boggart. Let's go to the Hogsmeade Carnival. Can we just finish this? Did you hear that? A Dementor at the Hogsmeade Carnival. That is not exciting. Now what are the odds to be a Dementor and a boggart in Hogsmeade on the same day? Panavi, that Dementor has got to be our Bogart. Whoever saw it must be deathly afraid of Dementors. Was it Sebastian? I'm sorry, I should not be making that joke. Blimey, that's dreadful. Exactly, if a Bogart is at the Hogsmeade Carnival, it won't be long before anyone there is terrified. There is no time to track down to event venue. Maybe I should have gone to Zonkos. We have to hurry to the Hogsmeade Carnival immediately before there's an all-out panic. Guys? What is happening? Hello? That Dementor appeared out of nowhere. Okay. I'm probably not gonna see a Dementor, I'll see Voldemort. I wonder what Bilton did to upset the Dementor. What the hell? A Dementor's his worst fear too. This is an interesting talk on. Oh, you shut up. What the hell happened? This dude has never even... This is a prank dude. What did he do to have that as a Bogart? There it is, Barnaby, look! It's the Dementor Lucius told us about. That must be the Bogart. Milton's Bogart must be Dementors, but why? I mean, I know Dementors are freaky, but you know what, I'm not asking questions. Yeah, they're just freaky. But I'll get its attention so it changes to my Bogart and you can get built into safety, okay? Then I'll cast ridiculous. I'll just turn him into a clown. Alright, let's do this. Hey, you! Over here! Think you scare me, huh? Yeah, much better. Oh boy. Maybe the Bogart's fast. Also, that's the same animation as from the Beyond Hogwarts show. This would have been a far more interesting TLSQ if it was the Beyond Hogwarts TLSQ. Maybe the Bogart's fast. I have to dodge this blast before I can get my footing and cast ridiculous. Just cast ridiculous. Hurry up. I don't think everyone else is seeing what I'm seeing. Are they? Because if they are, this is kind of a badass thing to see, like a small child fighting Voldemort. And it's actually kind of cool. But you know it's not Voldemort because it's a Bogart. I think everybody already knows that at this point. It's still a cool image though. Phew, that was close, but I finally got my footing. This is my moment. I wonder if I should play the music that's playing in my head right now. Bye bye Bogart. Probably shouldn't. I know it won't get copyrighted, but I still won't. Mostly because I don't know how to find it. How to download it. Woo! Now it's a clown. It's oops! He who must not be taken seriously. Ah! Bye. By the way, I'm sorry that was terrifying to you. You did it! It's a bit weird that you think clowns are funny when they're actually terrifying beasts, but good on you. It's funny to think of Voldemort as a clown. Okay, that's it. Well done, I was so frightened by that Dementor, I was totally paralyzed. I had no idea it was only a Bogart. Without you, Sir Isilvers, I would have met my end. He saved the Hogsmeade Carnival all in a roll. A bird! Don't forget to thank Barnaby, the plan never would have worked without him. Oh, thanks, Sir. We make a good team. I know. I never got to kiss you on the mouth. Now that the Boggart's gone, the Hogsmeade Carnival can carry on as planned. You can all rest easy. Can this quest rest easy? I want to turn the fan on. I'm sweating buckets over here. I mean, that reminds me. There are people at Hogwarts who still don't know that it was a Boggart all along. They're likely to still be on high alert, and we just kind of snuck out anyway. I've got to hurry back to the castle and tell everyone the good news. Everything is back to normal. Hello, Ben. Hello, Dumbledore. Hello, sir. We came as fast as we could. And Ben, I didn't expect to find you here. I'm glad to see you're back on your feet and your head is no longer hurt, thank God. I was just catching Mr. Copper up on your express to the Hogsmeade Carnival. I've had word with Madam Pins, Hagrid and Bilton Byron's. It seems you've been quite busy. I thought I'd better ask you all to gather here so you might indulge us with your side of the story. Of course, sir, we'll tell you everything that's happened. Perhaps then you'll see that we can all rest easy. It's just a flippin' Boggart. I didn't mention this before, but in my canon, Sarahi's Boggart isn't Voldemort at all. In my canon, Sarahi's Boggart, at least her first one, is actually fire. She has a fear of fire. Then when she gets attacked by a red cloaked figure for the first time, her Boggart becomes a red cloaked figure. And a red cloaked figure actually remains her Boggart for a long time. Now that I've heard your side of the story, I can confirm the details match the reports I've heard. So you know we all can rest easy. We figured out it was never who, but only a Boggart. That does appear to be the case this time. However, it seems that you also ignored explicit warnings from the faculty, broke school rules, and endangered your friends. Technically, Tulip started it. You may wish we'd have done things differently, but I think we all handled it quite well, given the circumstances. I mean, it's not like you were gonna do anything. We didn't intentionally put ourselves in danger, but we rose to the occasion when we encountered it. If anything, you should be proud. We saved the people of Hogsmeade as well as the Hogsmeade Carnival. I appreciate your confidence in your decision making, Miss Silvers. Well, it's not like you were gonna do anything. Given all you and our friends have said and done, it seems like there is only one proper response. A flippin' stupid amount of house points. Lead of your bravery, quick thinking in the face of adversity, and exemplary use of Dada lessons, Rake picks Dada lessons, and the confidence you just displayed in your decision making by you defending your actions, and awarding Hufflepuff 25 house points? 25 for all that crap. I don't care. Raimi, thank you, sir. You earned them. You reminded us all that we must stay aware of the dangers in the world. But we cannot live lives delineated by fear, whatever that word means. And to do that would mean living a life governed by those same dark powers that would threaten us. I'm still a bit afraid of everything, but you've reminded me of the benefits of being brave, Sarai. Even so, it's quite a relief to hear it was only a bucket I saw by the lake. I don't want to think about what would have happened if you know who would actually return. Oh, wait another 7 years. You will be in a second visiting war. Don't worry. You're gonna see it. Me neither. It's only comforting to hear we share the same bogat, though. And I'm touched that you believe my story, even if it was proved wrong. You're a good friend. Aw, you're welcome, Ben. We need good friends in dark times. They remind us not to lose hope. And hope is the greatest power of them all. Without it, one is often helpless. But with it, anything is possible. Solomon, who says to give our hope, would be cruel. Yeah, shut up. As you've proven the ability to light a brave path for yourself and your friends, I have a gift for you. A candle. Honestly, that's pretty cute. It's a special candle with a wick that will never run out. Oh, that's cute. I kind of like that. That's kind of cute. Thank you, sir. May it be a reminder of your bravery and that even in the darkest times there is light to be found. Because we cannot know what the future holds and we must stay vigilant. Constant vigilance! But for now we can rest easy, thanks to you. Just a bogart, people. That was cool. I entertained myself mostly by putting music in my head and stuff. Oh yeah, this was a boring quest, but I've played quests which are way more boring than this. And this quest would have been infinitely better if it was a Beyond Hogwarts quest. It would make more sense. But it was specifically tailored to be year 3. Like the Boggart Ward has just been closed, you've just become friends with Barnaby, that kind of thing. That's what this quest is made to be. I suppose if you played it directly after year 3, you would have more fun with this. I changed my mind. I'll give it the middle ground rating, 5 out of 10. Has no reason to exist, is unnecessary, took an ungodly amount of energy that I haven't calculated yet, but I've written the numbers. But it's like, okay, it kind of adds to what happened in year 3, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10. And I have to say, when I started TLSQ and I started saying like, oh, I'm not gonna like this quest, this is probably going to be boring and nonsense, and then I changed my mind. By the end, I actually really like that. I like it when a quest is able to change my mind that, oh, this is not as boring as I thought it would be. I thought this quest would be so boring and so much nonsense that I would rate it a negative. But it added to what happened in year 3 and I think that is quite entertaining. It still had no reason to exist and would be better if like the threat of Voldemort was actually there. In year 8 it would actually start with Harry arriving. But this was also okay with the Boggart plot. To finish this TLSQ all in one sitting, I needed around 1400 energy. I don't know the actual number, the exact number, but it is around 1400. Tell me what you think of it in the comments. I always like to listen to people's opinions in the comments. It is my favorite part of watching a video. I just love comments. So the more you comment, the better. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe, I guess. I never say that. I don't know why I'm saying that now. And I will see all of you next week with whatever comes then. Probably a story chapter. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.